Yeah, I've been visiting record stores in most of the cities that we've played. It's been great. I can never resist going in one if I'm walking by, but this time I was searching them out every day, which isn't unusual, but just more so on this tour for some reason. Let's see. In order, what did I get? Uh, I got this Bill Fox record at Control in Little Rock. Control's a great shop run by Wes Howerton, who used to work at Barsook Records. Um, and I also got this Minecraft record for my kid. And on Wes's recommendation, I got this Ryan Davis record, which I don't know much about, but he was playing the tracks in the store, and it sounded great. And sometimes I think a good friend's recommendation is the most valuable thing of all. So I'm really excited to dig into that. Uh, then in well, it won't be chronologically by days, but in Cleveland yesterday, I got a tour of Gotta Groove, the record plant, and my friend Matt Milechek there gave me a copy of this new Bill Fox record that they pressed there. That was great. And then they at Gotta Groove, there's a bin of records that they used for reference, but that they can't sell. So uh, Matt recommended that I pick up this Will Worden record, which is apparently like super, it's modern, a modern take on super classic country. Um, where did I buy this Dave Edmunds record? Might have been at Cactus. No, this was at Good Records in Dallas. I bought these two Dave Edmunds records. I'm a really big Rockpile fan. Um, and no, some early Dave Edmunds, but not a ton of it. But these were recorded one at Eden in London, and that's a studio that there's great footage about in this uh little film you can find on YouTube called Born Fighter, which is Nick Lowe and Dave Edmunds in the studio producing some Rockpile adjacent tracks, but is really great fly on the wall footage. And this one was recorded at Rockfield, which is the studio where we made our two most recent records. And Rockfield is actually named because these two brothers, the Ward brothers, he built the studio, and Dave Edmunds was visiting a lot early on, and they said they didn't have a name from the studio, and the next town over is Rockfield. Dave Edmunds is like Rockfield, of course. Anyway, um, this JJ Cale record I got at Cactus Music in Houston, and this I was just saying, Chip, that I don't normally buy stuff like for fetish reasons. Like there's a record I already love and totally know it's unlikely that I'll buy it. But I don't have this on vinyl and would like to. And it's also a sit down and just experience it record. Some of it's very quiet and expansive. So, this new Destroyer record was also in the reference bin at Gotta Groove. And today we went to a whole bunch of stores, and I won't be able to name them all. I hope you can, I thought maybe in comments or something. Louis Lino, our keyboard player, is not familiar with the Stone Roses debut, so I bought it for him. This is sort of prog adjacent. Phil Manzanera from Roxy Music is in the group, and with Eno synthesizer treatments and oblique strategies. So can't help but get that. Amy
Spoonful.
at Spoonful recommended this Bonnie Collock record, saying that she was or is, well, was, a protege of Jean Prine's, and it's just $6. Daniel, our bass player, is Spanish, and I know he has the Black is Black 45, but I had not seen this Los Bravos record, so I got that for him. This is a conflict comp put together by George Kozloy, and it's a lot of looks like Massachusetts and Western Massachusetts stuff. And my wife went to Hampshire College in Amherst, and I think we'll be interested in this as Western Mass roots. Steve Harley of Cockney Rebel, their second record. I'm really interested to hear it. I love him, especially that single "Come See Me," which is that was his biggest song, but it's it's great and has steered me back to all this. My wife has been looking for this record. I'm very glad to have found it. You found it at Used Kids. Um, this is a Fairport Convention adjacent record that has some standards on it, like green sleeves. So I'll be interested to hear that. This is a comp of Psych in India. There was some label in 70 or 71, 70 had a contest um, for psych rock, and I mean, presumably there was a prize. I don't know, but anyway, I love hearing other countries' takes on other countries' music. So in this case, in Indian psych rock bands playing like that. Shouldn't have done it, did do it, couldn't help but do it. $98, that's a lot of money, but this is mono, and I don't have Rover Soul on mono, so again, saying I wouldn't make fetish purchases, but it really does. For those of you who may not know, the Beatles paid more attention to their mono mixes for much of their career, and the stereo mixes were made sort of as an afterthought. Not an afterthought. I shouldn't reduce it that way, but they weren't there sometimes. And Jeff Emmerich did the stereo mix downs on his own, and that alone makes me very interested in the mono mixes. But also, there is something uh, corny to use the word monolithic, but there's something really interesting about mono, and that you hear exactly what it is anywhere in the version. It's interesting. This is a Weird Nightmare record, which I only heard this from 2022, but I heard it recently. A dear friend of mine, Joe Lenardi, just started managing Weird Nightmare, and she posted about it, and I checked out the record, and I love it. I totally love it, so I'm very excited to have it. That's not all. I also got a bunch of 45s because what I really like doing is playing 45s on 33. So they're slow and heavy. Um, so Chip, thank you for pointing out that Slow Ride by Foghat would be a great contender for that. Tiny Dancer, it's not heavy, but it's very high. So slowed down, it might sound, not slowed down. It might just sound like a singer with a layer range. Chic Le Freak, Slow Down, I think will be wonderful. Same for Taking Care of Business by Bachman Turner Overdrive. Same for Limelight by Rush. Same for Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy, and same for The Joker by Steve Miller. Not heavy, but will still be great. This I got for Daniel, also a bass player. We both have a real affection for Steve Bayer's power pop moment. He was on Bomp, so this is post Dead Boys, pre Lords of the New Church. A kind of Rickenbackery, jangly, but still kind of nervy because it's debaters. Take on stuff. And that's it. And it's been a great day and I had a great tour.